Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Charlie, and I'm in a bunch of bands. Two of those will be playing immediately, succeeding this. But I'm going to play some songs from some solo albums and some songs from other projects and stuff. So here's a song from an album that I released last December called Loan Words, which is 15 songs about German vocabulary words. This one's called Uradel, which means relating to German nobility in the 18th century, and it's basically a rewrite of My Fair Lady. The pocketbook prince is making sure his debts are paid. A $5 for the driver and a $5 for the maid. He's covering his tracks because the party is tonight. And if everybody's paid off, everybody is polite. But what would the king think to see his own pride and joy hobnobbing with a member of the hoi polloi? You are cordially invited to an evening of black ties and white lies. You are cordially invited to an evening of black ties and white lies, bright eyes and dark sides. King Cophetua's ghost is looming high, 'cause when the prince wants to impress, he doesn't have to try. The pretty peasant princess smiles at everyone she sees, but little does she know she's got some spinach in her teeth. Daddy taught her all the benefits of dating into wealth, and now she's got the finest noble people toasting to her health. But when she opens her mouth trying to entertain, the king's monocle falls right into his champagne. You are cordially invited to an evening of black ties and white lies. You are cordially invited to an evening of black ties and white lies and bright eyes and dark sides. King Cophetua's ghost is looming high, 'cause when the prince needs to impress, he doesn't have to try. Thank you. Here's a song from that same album called Katzenjammer, which is a headache, or it's like a headache that comes the night after drinking, but it's different from a hangover somehow. I forgot how, but Wikipedia says it's different. 10 a.m. sharp and there's something ringing in my ears, searching for my phone among the half-empty bottles of beer, and piecing through the memories I have retained. It appears as though my condition can be explained by the round that I bought to make me seem friendly. This is not how I pictured spending my 20s. I gather my things and I write a note to be polite. Thanks for putting me up and putting up with me for the night. But my predominant thought is never again, repeated like a mantra with a quick amen. And I know I'm the only one to blame, 'cause if we stayed awake, morning never would have came. And I could take a taxi past the building with the steeple, but the fare's cheap and I'm so cheap I'm paid for good people. And Saturday's clothes look even worse in the rain, when you're hanging your head on a Sunday morning walk of shame. Does that sound in tune? That's better. Okay, this is a song called Frögeblich, which I didn't pass high school German, by the way, so my pronunciation could be completely off on all of these. Frögeblich means a situation that is pointless. It's a downer. So it goes like this. She says we need to talk. It's either good news or really bad. But if I had to put my money on it, I would not bet good. So we sit on the sidewalk. She softly stutters as she strokes my hand. I ask if she wants coffee and she answers I don't think I should. But she doesn't need to finish the sentence, and then exactly where it's headed. You're a great guy and I'm glad we tried it. But with the tear in her eyes, she said it's just like trying to light a brick on fire, trying to walk on a broken leg, trying to drive on a flat tire, fitting round holes to a triangle peg. It's a waste of time to care anymore. And when we're together, it feels like a chore. I should relinquish the keys to your door. Though things were sweet at the start, what good's remembering the past when the confidence that I've been cultivating's been evaporated by yet another broken heart, even more painful than the last. Yet still I reminisce from time to time about the girls I've dated. And I've noticed some recurring patterns from every time I've been left behind. I feel completely shattered, but I shouldn't try to change your mind. It would be like trying to light a brick on fire, trying to walk on a broken leg, trying to drive on a flat tire, fitting round holes to a triangle peg. And there's no time to care anymore, and I should relinquish my keys from your door. And there's no time to care anymore now. Thank you. What should I do next? I'll do Götterspeise, which is, there are two definitions for Götterspeise. The first one literally being God's food, or ambrosia. And the second is Jell-O. So this song's about doing Jell-O shots with a good friend of yours. We've always been friends, but it's hard to pin down where attraction begins and the friendship bends. And at parties the line tends to get further blurred, 'cause the guys stay away. You assume you're my girl. It's all quite platonic, but it wouldn't hurt to see what you would say to a casual flirt. So I make dirty comments as you make dirty drinks, and you laugh it all off with a blush and a wink. But as time goes by, your inhibitions drop, and you say the things you've only ever thought. Ambrosia, ambrosia, it makes me concerned. Your consent can't be trusted, affection returned. Ambrosia, ambrosia, your only defense, 'cause it's got the knack to make you lose common sense. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 take advantage of you. Oh, it could be easy, I'm seeing the signs. I can tell by your leg as it's wrapped around mine that you wouldn't reject me if I made a move. But first thing in the morning, I know it would prove to cause guilt and regret and be awkward and tense. But I look at your body and I can't stand the suspense. So I try to think of every lonely night, but I shake my head because I know it's not right. Ambrosia, Ambrosia, I think I'm obliged to be responsible for your trust is implied. Ambrosia, Ambrosia, I think you will find what is good for the body's not good for the mind. Oh no. Thank you. All right, I think I'll do one more from the Loanwords album. This is a song called Schadenfreude, and it's about not being a dick on YouTube. It's also kind of about America's Funniest Home Videos, which is kind of the same thing. When you point and shoot with your digital pistol, you can steal a soul and turn it into pixels and give someone a name that they can never live down. Lord, it's happening all over town. You know it's never been so easy to be a bully. Anyone can start anonymous animosity because there's only one direction to an LCD screen, and it's not easy to forget what you've seen. I'm a fan of slapstick when it's Larry or Moe, and sometimes I laugh louder when it's someone I know. And I saw an old lady fall down 3 flights of stairs. I tried to help instead of just point and stare. And so I'd like to end my song with this little plea: to keep a sense of humor but retain empathy, and keep those cameras safely rolling. Honey, don't lock the door, because these days my keys don't fit anymore. Ran out of sense there. Okay. Hello. I used to be in a band called The Uncontrollable Few back in the day, and I've got some CDs because we were in high school and we pressed like 1 million copies of, and now they're on Spotify, so they're basically just really expensive frisbees with nice artwork. But if you want to give me any money for them, I'd be happy to take it. If not, feel free to take one. There's plenty more where they come from. This is a song written for our second album, Say It With Cobblestones, by my bandmate Meg, called Without a Fighting Chance. There's a fan of this one in the audience. Well, I won't take credit for the amazing things that you have done, but likewise I won't suffer for your sins. 'Cause lately everything that I know is coming undone. My life's a hand grenade without the pin. And if I run, well, you wouldn't be the first one So don't be surprised if you wake up alone. And I am sorry in advance that my propensity to roam leaves you without a fighting chance. A baby sparrow outside squeaks to greet the morning sun. It spills vermilion hue upon the trees. And as I'm waking up, I remember all the doubts I had. I'm troubled by your earnesty. It means that only I can see that this ain't working out. Despite the star-crossed world that's singing, all you need is love, is all you need. Well, I have been in love, and it's everything they say it is, but no one ever said it was for me. And if I run, well, you wouldn't be the first one. So don't be surprised if you wake up alone. And I am sorry in advance that my propensity to roam leaves you without a fighting chance. Surprised if you wake up alone. And I am sorry in advance that my propensity to roam leaves you without a fighting chance. Could be tomorrow, could be today, could be without a second glance, that I just turn and run away, leave you without a fighting chance. I know it's cruel, I know it's crass. You'll be without a fighting chance. Thank you. Then I put a cable around here. Here it is. I'm in another band called, well, technically I'm not in this band. Technically my cousin is in this band. It's a band called The Unswept. This is a song called Do the Math. Every day at 5 o'clock I meet you after work and ask you how the world has treated you. And I don't mind the kvetching because you accept my quirks, and you've got a way with words I never tire of listening to. And I don't think you're trying to be the woman of my dreams. I guess you're only going on your path. But while our paths are parallel like intersecting streams, it all adds up and you can do the math. I don't really want to be the one who ties you down. I know you only keep me for a lark, but you will always know the way to light up this whole town. And I'm content and comfortable remaining in the dark. And I don't think you're trying to be the woman of my dreams. I guess you're only going on your path. But while our paths are parallel like intersecting streams, it all adds up and you can do the math. I don't think you're trying to be the woman of my dreams. I guess you're only going on your path. But while our paths are parallel like intersecting streams, it all adds up and you can do the math. It all adds up and you can do the math. Bit of bubblegum country for you. Last February, or this February actually, 2 months ago, I was roped into the RPM challenge, which forces or challenges songwriters to come up with 10 songs in 28 days, and I got a late start. So it's 10 songs in like 2 weeks or so. I've got one copy of that if anyone wants it, but it's also free on Bandcamp. So it's more of a fetish item than anything else. This is a song that I wrote for it. It's loosely based on the That 70s Show episode where Jackie tries to test Kelso to make sure he's a good boyfriend. Anyway, it's called Love Me Tenure. Last night's talk was no fun, but now I am a different man. I'm doing everything I can to make sure I don't lose advantage of your trust. I came so close to losing her, I can see clearly now. And I have learned exactly how to ascertain behavior that I should adjust. But changing overnight is hard for anyone to do, and I wouldn't put it past her to install a failsafe or two. I'm aware that she's putting me through a test, so I don't want to betray my eagerness. I'll be our best behavior, show her I've changed, and hope it won't seem strange. So I'm sitting on a bar stool, waiting for my whiskey coke, listening to indie folk. These guys will never graduate past opening band, when a girl way out of my orbit asks if I would care to dance. And I'm tempted to take a chance, but say I'm spoken for and sit upon my hands. I spend the rest of my night on high alert, never shaking the suspicion this bombshell was hired to flirt. I'm aware that she's putting me through a test, so I'm living in fear of an arrest, and all my eggshells are strategically placed. Tell me how many more days. I'm aware that I put me through a test. This I know because now she has confessed, and after careful thought now she is sure she's granting me tenure. How much longer do I have? Couple songs. Let's see.
Holiday Tripper.
Holiday Tripper. What holiday do you want to hear?
Pulaski Day song?
What? No, I didn't write a Casimir Pulaski. Back in 2005, I wrote an album called Holiday Tripper of 15 songs based on holidays that weren't Christmas. I guess it's closest to April Fool's Day, so let's do April Fool's Day. I woke up the day after you left me. I looked around my room and felt so scared. I couldn't ever talk about you deftly, or listen to the music that we shared. What was love in March was not but apathy by May. And when you broke my heart, you couldn't have chosen a better day. You didn't change your course, you didn't see the damage done. You climbed on your high horse and then you rode into the sun. Because you made me an April Fool. Because you made me an April Fool. Because you made me an April Fool when you went away. Oh yeah, you made me an April Fool. Because you made me an April Fool. Yeah, you made me an April Fool when you went away. I ran into you at a late night diner. You cocked an eyebrow and asked, how are you? I smiled and said I never have felt finer, but I could tell you knew it wasn't true. And what was here today is over when the next month ends. Although I heard you say that you still wanted to to be friends. The happiness and glee had vanished like a puff of smoke, and the time you spent with me was just a practical joke. Because you made me an April Fool. Cause you made me an April Fool. Oh yeah, you made me an April Fool when you went away. Because you made me an April Fool. Yeah, you made me an April Fool. Yeah, you made me an April Fool when you went away. Yeah, that brings me back. Let's see. How about I did prepare a little bit by writing some song titles down. Yeah, I did all of those. Wow. Well, I guess I'll do two more. I'll do a Loudness War song. Over there, you see Liz and Thomas, who are my compatriots in the Loudness War. We have shows on the 20th and 24th of this month at Livewire and Beat Kitchen, respectively. Plug, plug. And this is a song called Empty Suit. Start that again. A deep voice asks me for a lighter. I keep reading as I pass it down. He says he's pulling an all-nighter. He has to work the entire town. I ask about the dude's vocation. He says he traffics in the dead. He has the suit to match his station, but there's no hands and there's no head. His tone is smooth and he's quick to laugh, and his pinstripes are sharp enough to cut you in half. He's talking to me, but I'm standing there mute because I'm staring at an empty suit. There is a graph that ends in zero. The market calls for the onslaught. The soul is strong against the euro, and everybody can be bought. He's rather blasé about his purpose. He says there's room for market growth. I find the whole thing makes me nervous. He's selling out you and me both. His tone is smooth and he's quick to laugh, and his pinstripes are sharp enough to cut you in half. Throwing them back and I'm stuck in a loop because I'm staring at an empty suit. My blood dilutes with startling progress. I see mankind poised on the brink. My soul's emboldened by the hopeless. I buy the man another drink. The situation's rather scary, but the quick fix is sublime. The solution is temporary, but I can buy this town some time. The situation's rather scary, but the quick fix is sublime. The solution's temporary, but I can buy this town sometime. His tone is smooth and he's quick to laugh, and his pinstripes are sharp enough to cut you in half. We're throwing them back and I cannot refute because I'm staring at an empty suit. Can I do one more, like, minute and a half song? Okay. All right, I'm getting the boot. So this is a song from the Commuter Fatigue album I did in February, and it's a thank you for being here. It's called Hearty Regards. When I think of the things I've been thinking of, I feel insane. Like if I dwell on them for much longer, they could leave a stain. And so to those who have let me know I've not been wasting my brain, hearty regards, hearty regards, hearty regards. When I walk into a crowded room, it tends to give me pause. I find a corner with the household cat and get acquainted with his claws. So anyone who shows me human contact is not a lost cause. Hearty regards, hearty regards, hearty regards. I wasn't issued the user's manual about how to deal. I never know the answer to the question, how do you feel? When I walk, when I have a conversation sometime later in my head, I will hear an instant replay of each sentence that was said. So anybody who makes those moments less consumed with dread, hearty regards, hearty regards, hearty regards. Hearty regards, hearty regards, hearty regards. Hearty regards, hearty regards, hearty regards. Thank you.
Okay, Charlie Crane.